tanks anyways, or at least Team Liquid as a team prefer him to play engaged tanks in the jungle anyways. And Lilia is always a really big annoyance for those type of Umti champs.
And this is already super interesting to me because the Vi is picked up by TL. That is also a huge takeaway from 100 Thieves. When we saw them be super successful before, that Vi Taliyah combo was actually crucial for River and Quid, and they kept getting it a lot in spring. So that's a really interesting takeaway, and also different than a lot of other junglers we've seen Umti play over the course of this particular split.
It's really interesting with the Smolder hover. You know, that's something that Treats was talking about these scaling champions for Tomo, how he feels that he really pilots them well. You know, that 100 Thieves, if they can have this strong early game and allow that to get Tomo to the late game, that he can really perform well in these 5v5s. This team really has had such a resurgence since Tomo came in as the substitute AD carry. They've been looking so much stronger across the board. And it's been interesting to even listen into some of the comms, because you wouldn't think about a new player, a sub, a rookie, this guy coming in, leading the way on some of these calls, but he really is, which is very impressive.
Yeah, it was really, really cool to hear how vocal he is in comms. And obviously this Smolder can be for Tomo or Quid. We have seen Quid play it as well just last week. Over on TL side, the Ornn already locked in for TL, and additionally the Taliyah in tandem with the Vi. The most interesting thing here to me is that Senna has fallen so far through this draft.
That's the first thing I was gonna say when the Ornn got locked in, because if the Senna would drop super far, then you could have, you know, some pretty good options here. But I definitely don't expect Senna to go through the next round of bans as well on this patch. Obviously with the AP ratio buffs, the Enchanter build super popular and super strong now, and 100 Thieves answering here with the Maokai for themselves for the front line to also get good engaged tanks, some structure for their team fights. And we're going to look at them focusing bottom lane here now from Team Liquid, trying to take some champions away from CoreJJ, the TL team captain. On the Rell and the Rakan, he has been absolutely insane for Team Liquid. So 100 Thieves opt to at least take away one of those.
And in this lane swap meta, so many players are calling out Core as being so frustrating to play against. It feels like he's always there when you want him to be there least. If you need to crash a wave, Core's there to screw you over. If you just need to push out that last wave, he's always going to be there to punish. And, you know, taking away those engage picks, I think, would be key, as Core has been having one of his best seasons in recent memory. Yeah,
and we do see the Senna ban coming out of TL. They do not want to give that over to 100 Thieves. We also saw them bring it out in their series against Dignitas. The super interesting thing to me in this specific TL draft thus far is just the Vi and Taliyah is very different than how they've been playing for over the course of this split. But I'm very curious to see how they end up piloting it and what they want to pair with that, because to your point, Azael, I think Core has absolutely been a menace on the map when he's been unlocked and just roaming freely in these lane swap situations.
And Team Liquid definitely did show, you know, last split previously, really good Taliyah usage, especially even at MSI, APA. It's definitely one of the biggest champs in that meta, and so it is definitely within their wheelhouse. And Vi, of course, is one of those frontline engage, you know, tank type of junglers. So with the extra buffs on the patch, nice little HP and ultimate buff there for him. So we'll see about Team Liquid trying to play, I mean, replicate a little bit of what they saw some of the success from Energy in their use of that combo, really bringing that combo back with the guaranteed Vi plus Taliyah. But we're quickly getting a little bit behind here, as the Rell was also then locked in 400 Thieves. Looks like both of them setting up for these team fights.
Yeah, Rell locked in, another champion that you mentioned, Emily, and the Alistar is going to be banned away. So really limiting the engaged support options here for Core. But the Kaisa is going to get locked in.
And I'll be curious to see if this Poppy support is probably going to go with Leona. But the Poppy support was something that you had called out.
Also up, which is kind of the most common combo with Kaisa.
And this is also something I brought up on the lounge yesterday, was the full dive engage comps here with Kaisa. If you can get Kaisa through the lane phase, this looks really, really, really good. Having multiple engage options there for Team Liquid, having APA roaming from mid lane on the Taliyah. So 400 Thieves. Now they're worried about what type of other carry can we have that is going to deal with full dive, guaranteed engage.
Yeah.
You have point-and-click Nautilus, you have point-and-click Vi, and you have Ornn ultimate, which is like 3 screens away almost.
Oh, it's going to be Quid mid on the Dragon here.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, he got his solo kill onto Jensen level 1, so I don't know if you can improve upon that. Maybe we'll see here this type of play, but we're also getting the Varus after those Varus changes.
Yeah, and they've kind of set up a little bit of poke and kite back against what TL want to bring, which, as you said, Kobe, is very like, we are going in, we are diving, and we are getting in there. So it's going to be interesting to see if they can be able to kite back after those initial engages.
And the Varus changes just further pushed Varus towards the on-hit Varus. So this is basically guaranteed, in my eyes, to be on-hit Varus, both because of the changes, but also look what he's facing. A bunch of meatballs, a bunch of frontline. And the one thing it is lacking, though, is safety. So it is definitely going
to the second round, trying to continue that success they had against Dignitas. Ooh, a little bit of spice maybe. Potential lane swap here as Yeon is already up on the top side. They're getting some deep wards, trying to scout out what could be going on.
Yeah, whenever Team Liquid is playing, you know, some of the younger top laners, you always have that in the back of your mind. Are they going to hunt for lane swaps regardless of the draft that they've gone for? In this one, Yeon, of course, is hovering up here as Impact is the one showing, and both the top laners are staring at each other.
This is warded out. I think 100 Thieves are going to try to go for a deep wrap and try to get some sort of a play onto Umti. Umti has no idea that they could actually be behind him here. This could be a great early start for 100 Thieves. Oh, they sweep it out, and now they're maybe going to get nervous and back off. Oh, he goes back in. We don't know if 100 Thieves are still there, but now he gets the bad news. Should be able to just walk it out. Yep. I feel like they went too early, no? I feel like they should have waited till the Raptors spawned, wait till he's hitting the Raptors so you can walk around behind, because he was still in the brush, so I felt like 100 Thieves kind of preempted the play.
Yeah, usually you want to wait a little bit, but since the ward had got cleared out, I think maybe that was the thought process. They're like, we don't know for sure. And now we're actually zoning Quid away from the wave.
Yeah, this is getting weird as Ayla's going to go in. Not going to be too much more than just the trade, of course, but it is a 2v2 mid. As as soon as we started getting so many AD carries in mid, people are like, well, why don't they just double lane mid? They could play to both objectives.
And the main thing to keep track to of these lane swaps here is when you do swap is the jungle camp. So Umti, since the bottom side of the map is the weak side there for TL, they're the ones swapping their AD carry up to the top side with Impact, by the way, not with CoreJJ. So it's a little bit of a different take.
Oh, Umti is ignited, and Eyla is actually maybe going to be able to push him back off of some of this. The Raptors have reset the little ones. Umti really does want to be able to grab that experience, but Eyla just being pretty annoying. This is a very active early game here so far between these two teams. Both players, really trying to dissuade the opposing jungles from being able to take more camps.
Yeah, and so Impact here is just trying to get Umti past Krugs, but back to the Kaisa here. Meanwhile, they've got CoreJJ solo Nautilus bottom farming against the Varus, which is going to mean the numbers on the other side of the map here are going to be 3v2 at Sniper being level 1 under tower, large wave.
Yeah, they're going to potentially look for this dive. Sniper's still level 1. Will they start it up? Impact is also only level 1. I think they're going to call it off, as they will just back it up. Eyla being there was enough to dissuade them, and now Sniper's level 2, so the window has passed. But this is so interesting. Having Core being the one as that support, soaking on the bottom side. Did either of you catch if he actually bought a support item, or is he playing D-Shield?
We haven't seen the inventory pop up in a long time.
So he is actually playing a support item, but he's still the one catching farm bots. So this is very atypical. We saw a bit of an adjustment yesterday in the Renekton game, where they put the Renekton top, with the AD, where Huhi was kind of just roaming around the jungle and leashing for his jungler to give Dokla a little bit more experience in that game. So this is another variation here, as Core's now level 3. Yeon kind of shared experience with Impact, so there seems to be this kind of new evolution where teams are putting more emphasis on trying to get that experience for their top laners in this 2v2 with the AD.
Yeah, and Sniper is going to be the one that comes in with the experience advantage as a Renekton into Ornn lane too. So pretty beneficial for Sniper as far as the beginning of this game. He's very much a lane focused, a one-on-one focused type of player as River tries to go in.
Oh, nice flash forward there for River with the twisted advance, but it's just going to be to actually retreat. I thought Eyla was maybe going to come over the wall, and now a good Bramble smash from River. disengaging the Q forward from Umti. Thought that would be more of an aggressive play instead of defensive, but River just uses it to proc the phase rush and run.
Yeah, and I feel like both teams in this like weird adjusted swap that we've seen, again, have put a lot of their focus, interestingly enough, on the mid lane and that kind of mid-jungle combo.
One thing to note is because Core was down here getting experience, he's level 4. Eyla is only level 2, but Tomo obviously has an experience advantage on Yeon. And it is Team Liquid slightly behind, 300-400 gold so far off of this lane swap. They traditionally have been the team in the league to get by far the most gold in these lane swaps. So this is, 100 Thieves handling the situation quite well.
Yeah, I think 100 Thieves with some nice benefits. You mentioned the over-leveled AD carry, as well as the little bit there for Sniper. Sniper actually went for a recall already to grab his double longswords and refillable potion 2 here for the Renekton. So we'll see if he can get anything done in lane. This has been one of the fun stories to track with 100 Thieves, and with it being Sniper's rookie split. But a bunch of solo kills and a bunch of success for him.
Yeah, and as we see here, this is the gold difference.
Oh, fighting
Tomo
bot
might be in
side.
trouble.
Tomo in a lot of trouble. Tomo is burning down. Will he survive?
Woo!
No! First blood claimed by Core, and they're going to get a second one. That one's easy, and it's given over to Yeon. The 2v2 goes heavy in TL's favor.
Is it an over-leveled AD carry or an over-leveled support carry? CoreJJ!
Bot is support div.
I was going to say, what you didn't know is that Core is actually the carry in this lane.
Look at the pings. The Eyla spam pinging Nautilus.
Look at the chat.
To Academy, bringing Vish. Woo!
Wow.
Starting off spicy.
Yeah, APA is going in.
APA down T and 10 CS mid, just farming it out. Trash talking bot.
Maybe down CS, but he is up chatting words per minute.
And already we see TL rotating up. They should be able to get this grub take. As we see this 2v2 again.
Oh, that's just a really nice hook. Just kind of bends it around.
And then he puts the Ignite on, so even with the barrier there from Tomo, they fully have it. They can fully chase with that much of an...
In trouble. They're going to actually dive back on live. He gets the root. He flashes back to the tower, but the hook is there from Core, and that's another easy kill there from TL. Sorry to cut you off, but... Yeah, back on live, and it could be potentially another kill, as now River's going to go in. This is forcing the cleanse. Core had tower aggro maybe there or something that actually forced him back off. Otherwise, I think River could have been in trouble, but a good move up to topside from TL's bot lane off of that. Gets him another kill on Sniper, and now Sniper's behind. Impact's the one that actually picked up that kill.
Yeah, and that's off of them getting those 2 kills in bot, rotating up for the grub take. This is when TL, I think, really start to shine in lane swaps, is like, not just with the initial swap, but in a swap situation where you're looking at lane assignments in relation to neutral objectives. They've been able to get a balloon this gold lead up to 1.4K just off of that kill and then this dive topside.
Yeah, really, really smart assignments from Team Liquid. Able to manufacture their 1.5 thousand now gold lead as they crash another double-stacked cannon wave up on the tower. Here's what you saw in the picture-in-picture.
Yeah.
Good call out there, Azael, but another CoreJJ play. That was beautiful.
Yep, sets it up, and Sniper getting pressured here again. Oh, Hex Flash out of the brush. Doesn't quite get him, but they do get the plate, and they are continuing to put the pressure on this Renekton here. And they have managed to extend that gold lead even further. Impact now maybe in some trouble as there's 3 members down here around him. Can he walk it out? Just barely clipped by the ulti there. Gonna try to turn things around. Vi is here as well. Ayla's down. Umti now in the 1v2. He could be in trouble, and Sniper as well. It's a dive on both sides. Action across the map. TL, though, landing the bigger punch here as they get the extra man.
They're landing the bigger punch, and Sniper, as this Renekton, is in such a rough situation, right? Where he's getting dove by this bot side. Meanwhile, Impact, with the help of Umti, is actually able to trade one for one on the bot side of the map.
Yeah, I like what you both did there. The bigger punch coming from Vi with the biggest,
yeah, you like that?
the biggest punch of all.
That.
He was in the brush. Look at the minimap right now. You see Umti on the minimap going through to the brush that they have the ward on. And then he kind of waits here for Impact to be able to set it up with his Ornn ultimate. Impact goes down 100%, but they do get the trade kill, although it also costs his flash. So that was actually both Impact and Umti's flash invested in order to get that 1-for-1. Meanwhile, Sniper does not get afforded the opportunity to go 1-for-1. He has nobody up there with him. The 2v1 dive from the TL squad up on the top side of the map also pays off.
Yeah, that was just really nicely handled by Core and Yeon, playing that very, very well. Core has been a bit of a menace, got the experience lead. It actually ended up mattering. Normally, I think gold diff for support's a bit of a meme, but he's making it work. He's up nearly 1,000 gold.
Yeah, I was going to say, he has almost a 1K gold lead.
And he's up a full level, so this is actually now 2 levels periodically, just for a little bit, but still, he's going to be a big threat.
CoreJJ had a massive lead in the votes for first team all-pro support, as well as being one of the discussion topics for MVP of the whole league. You know, unfortunately for him, his teammates, especially Impact,
team's too good,
are going to get a lot of those
life
as well. But CoreJJ, every player in the league, always talking about, like you were saying earlier, just such an oppressive presence on the map as he roams around. And now we're going to see a 3v2 on top side where they have a lot of wards. We've been talking about this, you know, duo for TL. They've got plenty of vision here, so they see River come to clear it out, even though as 100 Thieves rematch with their lane assignments and hover with jungle, it's not really going to relieve too much pressure.
And the big thing for me here is how Impact came out in this swap, right? Look, he's about to push Sniper out of lane.
Yeah, Sniper
potentially
getting
kill
pretty
him.
low. If he stays around, he could be going down. One last bellows breath. He claps him over the head. But on the other side, it's Umti in trouble, knocked back into the team, and he's surely going to be going down. But the rest of the fight might go the other way because Impact and Yeon are here. APA arrives as well. Core sent packing, though, as he's got to flash over the wall to get out to safety. So a big play from Impact on the bot side, but it's 100 Thieves fighting back and looking to reap the rewards of that. They're on the grubs.
Yeah, and look at Impact pushing down this.
Oh, the hook. It's a swing and a miss, and now Core may be stuck in. Flash forward. It's the twisted advance to follow it up from Eyla. And they're going to look for this first kill. Yeon can be caught. Nice. Killer instinct over the wall. APA flashes in, gets one. They're all getting AoE down.
APA.
Quid is low. Ayla's low. Tomo flashing in, trying to finish off Yeon. But Yeon just dashes out, gets to safety using the flash, and barely survives. And now TL back to the grubs. They're going to be able to take him.
And we talked about how this Vi Taliyah combo isn't necessarily the way we've seen TL play this summer, right? But Taliyah is one of APA's strongest champions. He has such a good read on how to be able to play, when to come in, his angles on the rock. So even when Core hits this, he gets rooted up here, goes down. APA is able to clean up, and also Yeon is untouched as well.
The biggest thing to me, too, is that this is a huge tempo play for TL because they were at the numbers disadvantage, but had the 2 extra people going for resets. Impact, you mentioned him, farming the turret plate money and getting his reset off. And then with Umti coming up as well, getting the extra kills there. With that big AoE, despite the numbers disadvantage, they still go for it. I mean, Team Liquid, I just love the new version of Team Liquid. Because if you remember a couple years ago, the old, slower version, obviously different players as well. This one, though, constantly pushing tempo, constantly forcing plays. It has been a breath of fresh air, except it has been very, very annoying for Sniper to deal with this game as everyone keeps swapping over to him and diving him and going
Leave
numbers.
Sniper alone.
Yeah, we saw that quote from Sniper in the lounge as well, where he was like, yeah, I had to get used to lane swaps. Not most top laners, I'd say, are generally not a fan of them. And he, again, because of this swap coming through, has had such a tough time in this game as a Renekton that should be ahead.
It's going to get worse. Here's the combo coming in. Nice flash out, though. He's trying to turn around. APA tanking the tower critically, though, so Umti did not get tower aggro.
That means there's going to be a cross-map play here on the other side.
How much are they going to get? It's a cross-map play, but it's from TL instead. The TP coming across the map. The Hex Flash in the ulti. It's going to follow it up from them. No, he can't. He gets rooted up. Impact can't actually redirect the ulti across Tomo and Eyla, so they're lacking the damage to finish him off. Flash forward, though, coming through. APA arrives. Another TP coming in on the other side. This one's from Quid. The seismic shove, not timed just right, but Impact is killing him in the back line. He's got a double already. He's got a triple. He wants more, but Sniper and Quid are here. The seismic shove off of the combo. Can it be an Ornn Benton? No! APA takes it away. They're going to get all 5 on the top side, though. TL crushing through 100 Thieves.
Oh my goodness, Team Liquid just don't stop. Impact teleports in the top lane, flashes forwards. That double knockup from the alcove.
That was so good.
That was beautiful. He draws them into the alcove, running away on Ornn, but turns around to get the double knock-up set up for APA. Absolutely beautiful. So here was the beginning of it. And you actually see some really good return damage from 100 Thieves to take down Yeon. But Impact says, no problem. Me and Core are the carries.
Yeah, and Impact is so tanky at this point that APA already has the read on to Quid when he comes in. And again, this combination from Impact into the APA flick back is so
I wanted the
good.
Ornn Penta so bad.
Same. APA cleaning up those 2 kills.
How could you?
If there was a way we could have given it to the Ornn, would have been great. APA's already typing.
Yeah, he's typing and then he typed again.
Yappa is the best emote that we have ever made, by the way.
It's true.
XD30 prep for dig now. Oh my god.
It's game 1, man.
Come on, bro.
Game 1 Andy right now. Honestly, though, there's a reason they have so much confidence.
Yeah, the lane swaps are looking pretty good, averaging 2,000 gold ahead. In this game, it's 6K already. Impact in the middle of 4, but he might like those odds because the rest of TL is coming in, and Impact is still alive for now, turning around with the Bellows Breath. The ulti coming through from Core across multiple members. It's 1 for 0 for now, but Sniper's going to fall. The seismic shove catches another. The killer instinct. Yeon's got it, and he's got another kill. 15-5, 7,000 gold lead, 15 minutes in. This one is a stomp.
Yeah, I was going to circle where we were at and the fact that they already had a 5K or so gold lead. They just added another at least 1,000 to that. And now, yeah, we're really going to see TL begin to choke them out on the map. This map is going to get even scarier.
Yeah,
for 100 Thieves.
I think they've already deprived them of a lot of oxygen as far as the pace of this game. We're only 16 minutes in. I love this supercharged TL. What do you think Spawn's coaching opening speech was for the game number 1? He was like, you know what? Everybody, just go out there, game number 1, turn it up to 12 as far as the speed goes, and just have some fun out there.
Well, if you remember, he was the one on Twitter, the 3K gold lead and also the 1.2 for Core as well. He was the one who, when facing 100 Thieves in spring, was like, we need to get more aggressive, right? Because we know that 100 Thieves want to play fast. That was back when TL, I believe, was the slowest team in the world at that time. And it was that initial playoff series against 100 Thieves where they really, really showed their explosiveness. And now they're showing it again against 100 Thieves in something that's looking a little bit similar to when they met in spring.
I'm always super biased for dive comps. I just love dive comps. They always, create so much excitement like this. They create these types of snowballs. And when you're running a dive comp like Team Liquid, with Kaisa here for Yeon to be able to follow up, like you're saying, step number 2 after the early lead is completely take over vision through the jungle. That way, 100 Thieves have nowhere to actually keep up in farm, nowhere to keep up in resources. So TL doing a very good job, kind of step by step, taking away any territory for 100 Thieves to go for. Woo.
And yeah, Eyla is going to get knocked up. He's going to go down first.
Yeah, Ayla's in trouble here. It's going to be a turn on to Sniper. Sniper bursts down. Mom comes across, but it does absolutely nothing. 2 kills for TL. And it's going to be a clean fight again for them. They'll take the advantage and they'll just back off. The gold lead now nearing 10,000. Multiple items getting completed here for TL on these bases as well. It's hard to see 100 Thieves hanging on too long in this one.
Yeah, and they even APA TPing up top side to get vision control here. They can't even go for Baron yet because it's so early on in the game. But back to your point, Kobe, when we looked at this draft, it was going to be like, okay, can the carries of 100 Thieves be able to kite back off of those initial engages? Once this comp got rolling, that just got so much more difficult, and you saw that in that bot dive where they were just so easily be able to take down that turret and clean up a few kills.
Yeah, kind of the 4.5 minute to 8 minute mark of the multiple swaps back for TL after the initial swap and after they are able to stabilize is where they're able to build their gold lead, and we saw a lot of the mastery from Team Liquid come in their skirmishes.
Yeah.
Specifically, some of their numbers disadvantage even skirmishes that they were able to take and able to win. Of course, a lot of the dives, specifically onto Sniper, also highly benefiting them. But as you can see now, it is so much easier with a 9,000 gold lead to just keep the lights completely off 400 Thieves here, litter the jungle with your wards, continue to collect all of your neutral objectives, and you're actually on such a quick pace that you have to wait around a little bit. You have to take a deep breath and not dive too deep to throw anything back, because everything on the map should be yours for the taking.
River and Sniper are just getting completely starved out of this game, but we got to talk a bit more about TL. The first team All-Pro awards. 4 out of 5 of them were in first team. For a couple of them, this was their first time. For APA and Yeon, first time actually getting awarded that first team All-Pro. Umti did get third team, which they took some exception to. They had some words about that, and now trying to prove himself a little bit more on these carries. I think it's hard to get first team All-Pro when you are playing more that supportive style. But Umti bringing out the Vi in this first game, looking really good at it. And Impact hadn't actually gotten first team All-Pro in quite a few years. He's usually up there, usually in second, sometimes in third, but this time definitely in the running for that MVP, and unanimously did get that first team All-Pro in top lane, which I don't know if I've ever seen. Every single person who could vote for him did.
Yeah, not only is Impact really good individually, but he's also the one most credited with a lot of TL's macro and lane swap success. And I see him on the top of another list here. That would be the gold difference list. If you look at the scoreboard right now, that is an Ornn player with the giant lead in this game. Of course, it's a little bit mean because Sniper also got dove by other people. It wasn't a 1 versus 1 type of gold lead.
Never a fair fight.
But that's why so many people have so many kind words for Impact.
Yeah, it's a lot, like you said, about the swap backs in the lane swap and just general lane assignments, but then also knowing that they have to target this Renekton, right? Like, they don't want this to be a pushing lane that 100 Thieves could play around early. As we see, Umti is just taking this Drake for free. This map has become absolutely miserable for 100 Thieves.
Yeah, it's going to be really tough. Also, remember tomorrow, C9 versus FlyQuest should be an absolute banger. Those two teams, along with TL, rounding out the top 3, definitely the favorites to make it to Worlds and to make it to the LCS Finals weekend.
He got some. APA got some of those. The gold was kind of hidden there. Didn't see exactly how many, but he got a piece of those Raptors. They really have to fight for every single little, even chicken nugget on Summoner's Rift.
It's a 3-level diff in the jungle right now. It's a 2-level diff in top lane. River is completely starved out of this game. Core is honestly pretty close as far as experience and even total gold to the enemy jungler. It's a rough spot to be in as a Maokai.
Well, I do also kind of want to talk, since we have plenty of time, since I think everybody knows the direction this game is going. Some of the buffs here. Cosmic Drive is actually one of my favorite new buffed up items. They added a flat 100 health for free, no cost increase on this item. Plus they increased the move speed that you get with the proc from it. I think it is just in general so efficient now, such a strong item. We saw it pop up a little bit in the LPL. I forget who was playing it, but it was a Mordekaiser top who actually rushed it. It has actually popped up in win rates on a lot of the stat websites for solo queue as well. I always pay attention to Volibear, and it's actually a very high win rate rush item for anyone who values both HP as well as AP. And so, some of the buffs to some of the more fringe AP items have been nice to track. I like to see APA actually getting in on that, especially Taliyah, who does benefit from move speed.
Definitely. 11,000 now, the gold lead. They take out the tier 2 top. They threaten the wraparound there. Then they drop to the ult behind the mid tier 2. This is just expertly done. And honestly, there's not much of an opportunity for 100 Thieves to respond to it at all. Now the TP coming in towards mid. That one is from Quid, as Sniper's just going to base. Trying to get out here. This could be a fight. This could be a potential Hail Mary. But I mean, if 100 Thieves commit to a fight now, you have to think they just get decimated.
Yeah.
So they do have their second item completions. Maybe their thought is, we have 2 items, they don't have 3. This is our only chance.
Yeah, Sniper actually completed his recall, as you were saying, so he could finish his Steric's Gauge. And they're thinking maybe right exactly on the pinpoint of our 2 item spikes. Maybe TL will force it and we can actually turn around a play. But TL, they wisely hold onto their cooldowns. Look at APA's inventory. 2 rods. You know what that turns into? A death cap.
A hat.
And that is going to be insane to have a 3-item power spike Taliyah with one of them being the fully completed death cap here really early on into this game. So Team Liquid, they know they have such a large wallet advantage that they don't have to force anything. And you will know when they do because they have super long range Ornn ultimate and the double point and click that we mentioned earlier. So anybody from 100 Thieves here that is too far, even in their own jungle, is liable to get picked, like Sniper.
Oh,
yeah,
Sniper's in trouble. They're behind him, and he's going to get flicked back off of that for sure. Sniper looks like he's slated to go down, trying to get out, does flash. The killer instinct is there to follow. Yeon claims another victim. 100 Thieves trying to push up mid, but TL could just go to the Baron if they want.
Yeah, you see the double basically globals to follow up there from APA and
the fight now. It's River that gets caught. The turnaround engage coming through from Eyla. They're going to try to turn this one around. They do get a kill onto CoreJJ, but it's Umti and Impact into the back line. Tomo's gone. Quid's on the run, and Yeon is hunting down River. Everyone from the Thieves, but River will fall. TL going to be turning their eyes on the Baron, you have to think.
Yeah, and I think this is exactly what we see from TL, why they're so scary, is they force you into making these decisions, right? Like 100 Thieves, they're trying to push down on this turret, Core goes in, and even though Eyla is able to get back, and the Mom actually ends up doing a lot of damage, Impact is right there with the ultimate and the knockup.
Yeah, if you're going back and you're thinking, all right, what were the comms like on 100 Thieves? They were most probably, from looking at their movement in that macro sequence, they were thinking, oh, TL, they're probably instantly on Baron after they got that pick on Sniper. So let's try and at least get something for ourselves and try and push on mid. You know, maybe we could sneak an objective bounty while TL go for the Baron. But TL, again, wisely, they know we are the gods of Summoner's Rift at the moment, so you don't get anything. We don't have to trade you anything. There's no trade deals being offered. We're not going to do Baron and let you even have a tiny crumb of anything back. So they go for the kills first. Like, get off that mid tower, then we'll go get the Baron when we feel like it, and we'll return to finish the job.
Yeah, TL just offering them defeat, nothing else so far. Impact had a nasty Ornn combo, by the way. Ulted, flash forward for a faster redirect, hit both the AD carries, then a double knockup, double his Bellows Rest. He got so much damage done on the backline. Nasty fight from him, as now TL looking to put the finishing touches on a beautiful game number 1. 15,000, you heard that right, is the gold lead, only 26 minutes in. They're marching on the Nexus towers. APA throws down the Weaver's wall. Eyla caught on the wrong side, and they're going to turn on him. Sniper going to dash over the wall, but Eyla is gone already. Sniper in trouble as well. Yeon free firing onto him. Quid and Tomo trying to get the work done on the other side. Timback getting low. TL getting pushed back a little, but another does fall, and now it's Umti going to the back line, gets deleted. It's a 3v3, it looks like, on the map. Excuse me, a 3v4. Liquid having the extra man. But they are getting really low here, and Quid does have the 225 stack, so he has that true damage, execute, and burn. Impact, though, warmoxing up on the side. I don't think they're going to be able to hold the line. Impact can just go forward again now, as he's back to full health. Tomo into the stasis, survives for now, but River going to fall. Tomo's gone as well. It's Quid versus the world, and I don't like those odds. Team Liquid take game number 1.
And what a game from Team Liquid. This, again, when we talk about why every team is saying Team Liquid is the team to beat, this is the top LCS team. You see them come out, we're like, 100 Thieves look better against Dignitas. Maybe they can show us something. TL come out with a new creative look at this swap. In particular, their swap back was great. They get Impact so far ahead, and he and Core kind of took over this game.
And I would just say the individual plays of CoreJJ early on this Nautilus did so much work, both on the bottom side of the map and on the top side skirmishes.
So annoying.
Impressive stuff from TL, but a reminder to all you LCS fans out there, next week we'll be live on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That's a bonus day on Friday, and then our regularly scheduled programming on Saturday and Sunday, so don't miss out. Now let's head on over to the LCS